Yo guys, welcome to my first COD Vanguard video. Today I'm going to be sharing my thoughts and some feedback on the game after the first few days of release. Disclaimer, however, some of the things stated in this video will be factual while the others are opinions. If you get upset about any of my opinions, I only have 200 subs and you should probably be listening to a larger YouTuber anyway. To start off with this video, I'll be talking about the cons so we can finish this off in a positive way. Zombies, obviously. How did they screw this up so bad? Nobody wanted this. I understand that Outbreak was a successful, but yet this relatively is an Outbreak. People loved Outbreak because it was a chill, screw-around game you could do with your friends that didn't rely on sweating your ass off. I also assume that if you were someone who enjoys smoking some weed, you could just mellow out and mess around in a large open world without putting too much thought into it. Der Anfang seems like a cramped Rush version that nobody asked for. It's essentially the old broken controller you let your brother use when he wants to play your games. The perks aren't as good, the major Easter egg isn't available at launch, there's no wonder weapons, no traditional point earning system from killing zombies, just to name a few of the issues. Not to mention to me, the game just isn't fun. It's boring, it's slow, and every time I go to use the teleporter I sit looking at my phone just waiting for the game to move me to the new area. I have no sense of care about what's happening in the game at all. Hopefully Treyarch adds at least one round-based zombies map with the release of Season 1, even if it is just a remake. We'll take that. Round-based zombies is a great way to level up your weapons for multiplayer and to have fun with your friends. At this point I think that Zombies Chronicle 2 would be a great way to save this game mode, but when you have a system that has been successful since World at War, I don't understand why they try to change it, without at least adding the original game to fall back on in case their new idea sucks. Which it does. Zombies at this point is a waiting game for fans, and I'm hopeful we don't go all year without getting some sort of fix. I really feel bad for all you zombies only players. Jumping over to multiplayer, I'd say the biggest issues are the spawns, the SCG being ridiculous, the leveling system, skill-based matchmaking, and some of the camo requirements. I'm an old school run and gun player. I need to be constantly moving looking for the next kill or I'm pretty bored. The pacing system was a great addition to the multiplayer because it allows players to actually find what they're looking for. Some of the maps, however, are not built for this pacing system. There are hundreds of times each game where someone spawns directly on top of you or you spawn directly on top of someone else. The game is more spread out than ever with no 3-lane map designs. Is my enemy in front of me or is he hiding in the barn window again? Or on Berlin in one of the 200 random windows spread out throughout the map. The game is only 3 days old, so I'll let it slide for now, but I'm worried as of the last few COD games, this probably won't get fixed that well, but it should get adjusted. The STG is broken. Is it an AR, is it a sniper, or is it a submachine gun? It doesn't matter. At any distance, the gun is a laser and can kill you in 2 shots with little to no recoil. It is also the first gun you unlock in the game, so it doesn't give you much incentive to use something different after you tried it out in the first place unless you're going for camo challenges for every gun. But like most COD games, it should be adjusted, I hope. And it should even out pretty smoothly with the rest of the guns. I'll briefly touch on the leveling system because I feel like I'm in the minority on this one. There's a bug where once you prestige it just says you're level 1 in the game until you prestige again. Personally, I also do not like that the levels are seasonal and the prestiging doesn't feel as good as it used to. Back in my day, you used to lose everything and completely start over when you prestiged, which kept the game feeling new and fresh while you leveled up and used different guns and equipment each time. I understand they want everything to tie into Warzone. However, I don't even think Warzone is as good as Blackout was, but they're forcing it upon us and making us think it's good, but that's a story for a different day. I just hope that the new Warzone map is good. But anyways, I just wish the prestiging system felt risky or felt like I'm actually doing something besides pointlessly leveling up. I think that prestiging should feel prestigious. Another game, guys, and another year of us all bitching about skill-based matchmaking. If you're a great player, this feature makes you want to bash your head into a wall. How did I just go 115 like I did in this game, and then go 25-26 in my next game? As a crappy player, you feel like you're getting fair matchmaking unless you run into a lobby of people reverse boosting, which is purposely killing yourself until you get into a bad lobby. This is the thing that turns me off the most about Call of Duty and games in the late 2010s and early 2020s. Everyone wants to be a streamer, everyone wants to be a pro, so companies feel like they need to gatekeep and try to make it fair for everyone. But in my eyes, this completely ruins the game. I grew up learning that the more I practiced at something, the better I got, and I could use it to my advantage over others, whether it was in sports, in school, or gaming. But being good at a COD game is pointless now because you don't get to use your skill against the poor players. If you're good, you play good people, which doesn't incentivize you to put in the time to get good at all, in my opinion. Why would I want to get good at a game if I'm playing against people who already don't know how to aim? It's just a terrible system and it ruins the point of being good. You don't get to constantly run lobbies like you used to. The better you are, the more you get shit on. One last thing. Edit the camos challenges, please. I recently got my first rocket launcher gold, and finding 50 ground-based kill streaks or field operator boxes was like finding a diamond in my Chevy Cobalt. It rarely happened. Happened maybe once every 3 games. And if I did find an enemy ammo box, I had to run into their spawn and get killed by their whole team because it was always right next to all of them. Not to mention the only ground kill streaks are dogs and Goliaths, and I'm tired of RPGing dogs in the face, because the first shot with the RPG is always a hit marker. Also, the last launcher requires 50 triple kills. Please nerf these. The con list was long, but that's because I actually care about this game and see the potential, so I'm just trying to look for improvements. Time for the pros. The gunplay, weapon sounds, and movements all feel very good and unique. I personally didn't love Modern Warfare 2019, so I'm surprised at how much I like this engine. I thought it was too slow, realistic, and too Battlefield-like. I want my COD games to feel arcadey and fast-paced, and they certainly nailed it. Whether or not it's because the game was rushed or not, and I frankly don't care, I love it. The game is fun and frenetic. I feel the need to go for camos this year and grind it out. The maps are mostly fun and enjoyable, and usually a different game each time you play on them. The guns are fun to use and require different playstyles and learning for what gun you're using at each given time. The only knife I can say is back, and they fly really well. They feel great at your hand and go pretty far. I do wish snipers were a little quicker to aim down sights, but I understand most soldiers weren't quick scoping in World War II. Each operator is unique, and they each have very different personalities that I'm sure you can find the one you really enjoy using. Having a field of view slider on console is very nice and makes the game look 10 times better. Overall, I'm looking forward to the rest of this COD life cycle, as it is the most enjoyable one I've played in 4 to 5 years, and I'm hoping Sledgehammer can pump out some fixes and keep the game going strong. Also guys, please add a weapon inspect. I don't have one and I really miss doing it to check out camos. If you enjoyed this video, I'm a small YouTuber, so drop a comment telling me your opinions, thoughts on the game, what do you like, what do you dislike, your thoughts on the video even too. I'll definitely see it, I'll definitely respond. I stream on Twitch as well at Andy18Wows if you want to come hang out. Depending on how this video goes will determine how much I post this year. So let me know what you guys thought. Thanks guys. Peace out.